Hey, it's Sue Thomas here, and today I am going to share with you a simple tip that you can use to free yourself from counting calories forever. So, we have been counting calories for a long time in the Western world, and the reason for this is that carbohydrate per gram has 4 calories in it. Fat per gram has 9 calories in it. So we have gone low fat calorie counting for a long time in the hope that that will allow us to manage our weight more effectively. Now, when you think about it, the 4 grams of carbohydrate, 4 calories per gram of carbohydrate makes logical sense if you're going to calorie count. And obviously you need a calorie deficit in order to be able to manage your weight more effectively. However, it's the response in the body that those carbohydrates have. What they do is they cause the release of insulin. Insulin is our blood sugar hormone. It scoops up all the sugar and takes it out of the system. It stops our blood sugars from rising too high. But it also has an influence on a number of other hormones, ghrelin being one of them. So if insulin is high in the system, a hormone called ghrelin is released, and that hormone tells us that we are hungry. If insulin is low in the system, a hormone called leptin is released, and that hormone tells us that we are full. So if our diet is predominantly carbohydrate based, because we're calorie counting and because we want to keep the calories low, what ends up happening is we have constantly high insulin in the system, constantly high ghrelin, and consequently we feel like we're constantly hungry. So when you are calorie counting, you always feel like you're in a place of restriction because your insulin levels are high. Now, if you just focused on filling your plate with lots of good quality protein, lots of good quality carbs, and lots of good quality fat, what ends up happening then is our insulin levels don't rise too high in the system. And when our insulin levels are lower in the system, so we can release leptin, which is that hormone that tells us we're full. So it feels like we can get from one meal to the next without having to snack. And that is key, because actually what you end up doing is eating less throughout the course of the day if you're just focusing on lots of good quality fats, lots of good quality protein, and lots of colourful carbohydrates. The combination of 40-40-20, 40% carbs, 40% protein, and 20% fat on your plate will help release you from counting calories forever, because you will stay full between meals and you won't have to worry about counting calories and stressing about how many calories you have consumed in one day. So that is my simple tip for you this week. Focus on filling your plate with all those colours, but thinking about good quality fats rather than thinking about low fat foods, because when we think about fat doesn't have a relationship with insulin. You won't have insulin high in the system, and as a result you will end up eating less and you will free yourself from having to count calories forever. So that's my tip of the week this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit return and ask me any questions if you need to know anything more. Take care and have a great weekend. Bye bye.